big story of the day was yesterday's NFL games. I hope for your sake that you saw those games. Two great divisional title games, conference title played.
Yeah.
Reed Albergotti.
Especially one where the Patriots, your Patriots, have returned to the Super Bowl against the Giants, the lowly Giants. How could they lose to the Giants in the Super Bowl?
What I want to talk about is not, I mean, either people saw the game or they didn't see the game. Interesting fact, it seems that around 1 in every 3 households in America watched these games yesterday, plus or minus a little bit. 1 in every 3 households. The NFL is doing something right, aren't they?
They absolutely are. I mean, the NFL, unlike every other form of entertainment, is becoming bigger and bigger, more popular, while smaller fragments of the population is tuning into these little niche shows. The NFL is just the juggernaut. It makes television work.
Right, it makes television work, and the reason why it works as entertainment is because you get great games, like both games were yesterday. How do they engineer these games to be so close? Obviously, they don't sit there. I mean, the games, as far as I can tell, are not fixed, but they do seem engineered to produce great results.
It's a good question, and I have an answer for it. Every year at the end of the season, they get together. There's this rules committee made up of, I don't know, some coaches. They get in some secret meeting. We're not allowed to know what goes on in there. And they look at the game and they say, is it too much scoring? Is it too little scoring? Is there too much running? Not enough passing? And they change the rules to make the game more fun to watch.
You believe this happens?
It's not that I believe it. This isn't a conspiracy theory. Every year the NFL comes out with rule changes that are designed to keep the game, entertaining. And they've changed the emphasis on things like illegal contact on wide receivers to open up the passing game, protecting the quarterback. That's really makes the game more fun because quarterbacks don't get injured as much and they're able to throw for more yards.
So yesterday's games, good example. I mean, if you look at the overtime, for example, did the new overtime rules work in this case? They would have been the same result if they were the old rules, right?
Yeah, we haven't actually had a test of the overtime rules in the sense that.
Well, we did though with the Denver Pittsburgh game though, right? Didn't that one end?
That's true.
That
I
ended
mean,
with the touchdown?
They scored a touchdown, right? But what I mean by that is, what I'm saying is, you haven't had a team yet who's kicked the field goal on their opening drive and then given the other team a shot.
Right. Okay.
That's really what that's the scenario that these new rules are designed to stop. A team kicking a field goal on their first drive, and that's it.
Right. So you think this rules committee, them getting together, and it's true that the NFL has been very successful at working to maximize TV rights, much more so than any other sport. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it is fair to say. And you might know that they have an antitrust exemption that allows them to pool all the teams together and negotiate as one organization. So, in essence, they're a monopoly.
Now, does Fox and CBS and coming up, I think NBC has it. Do they make money off these games? I mean, because they're charged. The NFL charges a fantastic sum for the TV rights for these games, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, and I don't know I haven't looked at the books here, but I think that what I've heard is that in the traditional sense, do they make money on the games? Well, no, they probably don't get enough advertising revenue to make up for what they actually pay for the rights to these games, but it allows them to promote their other content, things like American Idol, their other TV shows.
Right. Although if you were waiting around, if Fox was waiting for the big Sunday night lead-in, the game really went on for a while.
That's right.
It kind of dragged on. I don't know. I made my son go to bed after the Giants got lucky, in effect, and picked up the fumble and made the kick. What is it? How do you get these games so close, though? I mean, great entertainment are nail-biting games. And my son and I were watching it, and I said to him, like, every third play, the game is riding on this play. And for both games, I said that. And if you're doing that for 2 quarters, which basically I did for the third and fourth quarter of each of the 2 games, they're doing something right. How do you create that kind of magic?
I mean, look, if you want to know the NFL party line here, it's that they have a salary cap. So every team has to spend within a certain window of money on their player salaries, so that ensures that the talent is somewhat similar from team to team, which keeps the games close, keeps the league close, and that's why you have a team like the 49ers who go from being horrible last year to being, almost making it to the Super Bowl this year. So that's the party line. I think that, you know, football, just the rules of the game and the way it's really a perfect game, and it lends itself to parity. I mean, you've got 11 guys on each side. You know, it's hard to have one big star player like you might have in basketball dominate and change the whole balance of power in the
So
in the league.
even though you think a good or superstar quarterback is usually very important to a winning team, like the Patriots, for example, it's not the be-all and end-all. I mean, the fact of it was that Joe Flacco probably played better than Tom Brady yesterday.
Right.
It pains me to say it, but it was probably true.
Right, and, you know, Alex, the 49ers were one muffed punt away from a Super Bowl, you know, if you ask me. And Alex Smith, I think, threw fewer passes than Tim Tebow, or completed fewer passes than Tim Tebow. I mean, the guy had a terrible game.
Right. Now, looking forward, the powers that be in the NFL and the TV broadcast networks, they really could not be happier than having a Giants-Patriots matchup.
Oh my God. I mean, not only is it New York and Boston, it's two huge media markets. It's a rematch of the 2007 Super Bowl, which you probably remember.
It's the game.
It's painful.
It's the game
painful
that
memory.
we dare not speak its name in my household.
Right.
But,
so the Giants upset the Pats. Okay, let's just get it out there.
Oh, there we go. We got see, and it's sort of like a made-for-TV drama. You got Eli Manning there against Tom Brady, and that is the 2008 Super Bowl, which was for the 2007 season.
Right.
I don't really know why my producer is putting up any information on this game, which I've said I've successfully repressed now for several years.
Your producer might be a New Yorker. And not
we're going to move on, but before we get there, I want to note that most of your calls for this season have been absolutely horrendous, Reed.
Oh, come on.
I mean, they've been horrible. And
do you have the numbers? I don't see stats.
I know we don't have the stats.
Can you back up this?
We don't have the
assertion
stats.
With
we don't have the stats. But we will be coming. You will be on again. Now you're going to Indianapolis, aren't you? You're going there.
Yeah.
You have my ticket for me?
I think it's over there somewhere. Do you want me to go? Keep talking about how my record's really bad.
It's my only shot because once you go to the law area, I'm never going. Reed Albergotti, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.